This year marks the 10th anniversary of the new Silk Road's birth, while next year is going to be celebrated the 700th anniversary of Marco Polo's death. This is why today's topic is the new Silk Road. And now, Shankar, the lesson begins. Today we are going to explore one of the most actual topics in current times, the new Silk Road. Perhaps many of you know the old Silk Road, the one that with his father and his uncle in 1271 Marco Polo used to get to northern China and the court of Kublai Khan from Venice. The old Silk Road was a very articulated path of around 8,000 kilometers built by terrestrial, maritime and fluvial itineraries that connected the Western world to the Eastern world, the Roman Empire to the Chinese Empire. Following this path, they transited silk, valuable goods, and people in one sense and in the other. So, in the end, there was an exchange of right about anything, going from goods to people, but also from ideas and technological invention to religions. Along this path, there were built cities, ports, and other strategical infrastructures. In 2013, the Chinese President Xi Jinping announced the birth of the new Silk Road. In Chinese, Yi Dai, Yi Lu, where Yi means one, Dai means ribbon or belt, and Lu means road. So, one belt, one road, OBOR, also known as Belt and Road Initiative, BRI. This is a strategic initiative of the People's Republic of China. In the same year, President Xi Jinping announced the constitution of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, AIIB, with a capital of $100 billion. The purpose of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank is to collect the necessary investments to the improvement of infrastructures along the terrestrial and maritime New Silk Road. Starting from the development of the transport and logistic infrastructure, China aims to expand its commerce, favoring international investment fluxes, adding commercial outputs for Chinese production. It is also true that the declared objective goes beyond commerce, facilitating communication between governments, facilitating transport of goods, connecting economies to increase trading volumes, incentivizing capital fluxes by connecting them, facilitating exchanges between different cultures and education systems, sharing technologies. The new Silk Road is aimed at the east toward Korea and Japan, and also at the west, where traversing the entire Euro-Asian continent gets to Portugal, and from there goes to the Azores archipelago, the last European appendix in the center of the Atlantic Ocean, where the port of Ponta Delgada in the island of San Miguel has been enhanced so that it could welcome COSCO shipping ships directed to South America. In Europe, in the port of Hamburg in Germany, China holds 35% of a terminal container, and a container out of 3 either comes from China or is destined to China, making China Germany's first trading partner. The commercial bond between Germany and China isn't news. Germany buys plots of land in China to establish new automotive factories, and China acquires European brands. So much so that the most sold car in China is Volkswagen. In Hamburg also arrives the fast railway Silk Road connection between Germany and China that goes through Russia, Belarus and Poland. The maritime way coasts all northern through southern Asia, arriving all the way to the Mediterranean Sea through the Suez Canal, where China has bought or enhanced various ports. Port Said in Egypt, the Piraeus port in Greece, the one of Valencia and Bilbao in Spain, the port of Vado Ligure in Italy, the port of Marseille in France, the port of Tanger in Morocco, the port of Haifa and Ashdod in Israel, the new Silk Road is a global network through which Chinese industrial products are distributed to the whole world. But it also allows China to stock prime resources like lithium, copper and cobalt, essential to what it was defined the Fourth Industrial Revolution. After the mechanicalization of the 18th century, the mass production and the digitalization, now is the creation of cyber-physical systems, CPS, as in physical systems strictly intertwined with informational systems on which the Fourth Industrial Revolution is based. Green technologies need rare materials, mainly found in Brazil, South Africa and China, that nowadays produce more than 95% of the world's supply. This is why China has invested in Africa and South America, getting deals of bilateral development that brought China to be the first trading partner of these countries, and building mines, acquiring stretches of coastline to build new ports. Chile, Ecuador, Colombia are all part of the new Silk Road. This belt that connects more than 140 countries, reducing their barriers and increasing commercial exchanges and cooperation, has the goal to bring the Chinese currency, the renminbi or yuan, to the same level of the American dollar, an international currency. There already is a digital Chinese currency and satellite system, Beidou, the Great Bear, parallel to the GPS system. The new Silk Road has even greatly boosted the development of universities. The Belt and Road Initiative, in fact, unravels throughout numerous countries that have different legal systems. So, for this reason, it is important to study different regulatory frameworks to get partnership with these countries. But it's not enough. In 2016 has been launched the new Digital Silk Road project, being the leading one of the Science Academy of Beijing that proposes to monitor the climatic and environmental changes through stations placed in Asia, Africa and in the Middle East. In short, the new Silk Road, ILU, constitutes an international economical order, a model of alternative globalization, with its center as China and its currency, the renminbi, parallel to the dollar, Chinese infrastructure and Chinese technology.